What's up, everybody? PTF Week 7 is here. Hokie wanted to get on the channel too, so he's making his appearance. So,
Ryan,
yeah, that's right. That's my boy. Well, what can I say? As much as I hate to say it, I mean, we're halfway through the college football season, and shit is crazy. Needless to say, Virginia Tech's ranked. We lost another undefeated, team this week. Things are starting to pan out the way that I guess some of the teams that we picked are doing what they're supposed to, and then others aren't. So let's get into a little Week 6 recap and then go over everything else. Florida State, big statement coming back against Miami in the later quarters, and once again, it was a close one. I said it was going to be a close one, and it didn't let down. The rivalry between those two is still there. It's still strong. The ACC's teams are starting to come back, and this rivalry is not going anywhere for a while. Mark Richt's doing big things out there, down there, wherever it is, and it's still a strong rivalry. Nevertheless, Florida State pulling out big time. Virginia Tech destroys UNC. Hurricane Matthew wasn't even a factor. So the Hokies are number 17 in the country right now. They're playing great football, and I'm not going to harp too much about them, but go Hokies. Tennessee, one of the teams of the year. They've had some real burners at the end, exciting games. Not this time. A&M's going to take them down. Tennessee falls. Their first loss and their first conference loss. I think that they're still going to win the East. I don't see a lot of teams that are going to beat them. But crazier things can happen. Nevertheless, it's still a conference loss. Alabama, Roll Tide. Just no one's going to stop Alabama. I don't think that anybody can beat them. It's going to take something serious. But we've seen Alabama fall before, so just not in the SEC. There's nobody right now going to beat them in the SEC. And then Houston to Navy, the shocker. No one saw it coming. The midshipmen taking out the Cougars. Who would have thought? Who would have even have called that one besides Lee Corso, who calls the shit on game day. So good on them. That's a recap of some of the big games from Week 6. Let's get into our Heismans. The list has changed a little bit. We'll talk about our conferences, which they haven't changed a whole lot either, and then we'll get into our Week 7. As far as your Heisman frontrunners go, not a whole lot has changed. Okay, you can debate and pick and choose. Look, I know a lot of people are calling Peppers from Michigan. Look, unless you're Charles Woodson, okay, it's not gonna happen. It's just not there. Okay, you can talk about it all day. Let's be honest.
Ryan Little.
Style points count a whole lot, and he's good, but he's not. His style points aren't there. Okay, I've narrowed my list down to 3, and I think that one of these guys are gonna take it home. Okay, Deshaun Watson from Clemson. His points, he might not be throwing up astronomical numbers. You might not see a whole lot of them on the SportsCenter top 10. That's fine. Whatever. The man is still winning ball games. Okay, he's lost one game to Alabama in the national championship. The dude's still winning, and they just beat Louisville. A couple weeks ago, last week, whatever. But you got to give him where credit's due. Number 2 on my list. JT Barrett from Ohio State, okay? Keep sleeping on this man. That's fine. I don't care. A lot of people don't have him on their list at all. That's fine. Whatever. Mark my words, this dude right here, if he keeps winning, especially if he beats Michigan, is going to be in the talk. You have to put him in there. You have to. The kid's good. He's putting up phenomenal numbers, and Ohio State's undefeated. So, call it what you want. I'm still putting him in my list. And last but not least, I don't care if he has one loss. He's playing tonight against Duke. He's liable to score 100 points. Lamar Jackson is still the best player in the country. There is no question there about that. He's electric. He's fun to watch. He was fun to watch against Clemson. Lamar Jackson is still the man, and he's still the dude on top of the list, okay? Heisman's can win with a loss. It's happened before, and it is possible. If this dude runs out, Houston losing to Navy really screwed Louisville, and the ACC is maybe possibly putting in 2 teams into the playoffs, but you got to give credit where credit's due. Lamar Jackson is still number 1 on my list. That's my top 3 Heisman picks. Let's get into our conferences. Okay. I've said this once, and now I really think it holds true. I'm going to say the Big Ten is the best conference in football right now. Michigan State not playing 100%. It is what it is. All right. They're still a decent team. Penn State's still a decent team. Maryland's not bad. Indiana, they're one of those. They could win at any second. Purdue might not be the best. Let's face the facts. Ohio State, Michigan, Wisconsin, even though they lost, those are solid squads. Okay? I mean solid. I'll take team for team the Big Ten against any other conference in college football right now. Right this second, the Big Ten is the best conference in football. I have Ohio State winning it. I don't see Michigan beating them this year. Give Harbaugh one more year. Michigan will win it next year, not this year. Not right now. Not with JT Barrett at the helm. Michigan just doesn't have the offense to keep up. They have the defense is solid, but they don't have the offensive power to fight with Ohio State through 4 quarters. I could be wrong. It's a rivalry game. Shit happens. I don't think it's going to matter. I'm still going to take Ohio State to win this one. My number 2 conference in the country is the ACC. Team for team, I think that they're better than the SEC. And I know a lot of people are like, get the hell out of here. That's fine. And I'm not being, just because I'm a Virginia Tech fan, I'm not being biased. Team for team, I think the ACC is better than the SEC. Period. Yes, you have Alabama. That's about it. Okay, Tennessee beat Virginia Tech. They did. I think Virginia Tech beat themselves. It is. That's fine. But if that's your only 2 arguments, that's it. Okay, we still have Miami. Not a slouch. Virginia Tech's not a slouch. UNC's not a slouch. Team for team, Louisville, of course, Clemson. Come on. Team for team, ACC is the second best conference in college football right now. Followed by the SEC, which I still think Alabama's going to win. There's no question there. I think Clemson's going to win the ACC. There's no question there. As much as I hate to say it, now if Virginia Tech goes, I'm still going to be in Orlando. I believe that. But, I still think Clemson. The number 4 team in the country, I'll give it to the Big 12. Okay, the Texas is still okay. TCU, not their best of years. Okay, you still have Oklahoma. I think that they're going to win the conference. They're up and down this year. I can't really get a grasp on Oklahoma whether or not I think that they're good or they're not, or they are or they're not. As much as I hate to say it, the university might be thinking something about Bob Stoops here soon. Because let's be honest, Oklahoma, every year they're sitting right here and they do this as the year progresses. Every single year. It is what it is. And then last but not least, the Pac-12. They just seem to keep falling. Teams, USC didn't pan out. Stanford definitely didn't pan out. Oregon's not there this year. They have Utah, they have Washington's very good, but that's about the extent of that, okay? Arizona State's okay, they have no defense. Arizona's kind of bumbling. UCLA, they didn't live up to their hype either, so I'm going to put them at the bottom. That's my conference rankings, and that's my picks. Let's get into our Week 7. Week 7. As much as it pains me to say it, the college football season is almost over. Not really, but we're over halfway, and that's like, that hurts right here. And it is what it is. I'm still going to pull out my fat ass on my couch and watch it every single Saturday, every single game I can. So, we have Louisville Duke playing Friday night. Not even going to make a pick on it. We all know who's going to win that game. Maybe by 100. Who knows? Coming off of, a loss to Clemson. I believe Lamar's a little pissed, and he's liable to hang 100. Oklahoma, Kansas State. I'm going to start with that one. I think this game is going to be a lot closer than people think. I'm going to take Oklahoma to win. They're not going to crush them. It will be a close game. West Virginia, Texas Tech. There will be points scored. Texas Tech is not going to be able to hang with West Virginia's defense for the entire game. West Virginia to win. As much as I hate to say that. Ugh. West Virginia. Tennessee, Bama. Roll Tide. I don't care. It's just not there. It's just not there. North Carolina, Miami. Now, these two teams, this game, for all of you that are not ACC fans, could give two shits. For the ACC fans, especially in the Coastal, this is huge. Miami with a conference loss, North Carolina with a conference loss. The way that right now, the way that Virginia Tech is playing, they've already beat North Carolina. That's off the map. Virginia Tech has Miami on a Thursday night in Blacksburg. One of these two teams has to win this game. I mean, obviously, but it's good. It's a big factor in the Coastal right now because Georgia Tech, Pitt, it is what it is, and on stats Virginia Tech is emerging as a favorite out of the Coastal right now. The implications of this game are huge because on paper, the loser of this game, you're done. It's over. Your chances of getting into the Coastal, winning the Coastal and going to Orlando to play in the championship game are very, very, very slim. So, with that being said, this is a big game. I'm going to take North Carolina. As much, there's a lot of controversy there. I think North Carolina is better than they were when Virginia Tech played them. I think that the rain really hampered them. Okay? Do I think they're better than Virginia Tech? No. But I think that the rain hampered them and it really slowed that offense down. I think Trubinsky is gonna let it fly, and I'm gonna take North Carolina. Arkansas, Ole Miss. Now Arkansas always has that upset game. It's not gonna happen here. I think Ole Miss is gonna run away with this one. Ohio State, Wisconsin. Game day is there. I'm going for the seeds, the Buckeye seeds. Ohio State over Wisconsin. Okay, I think Ohio State's the best team in that conference. Tulsa, Houston. Houston looking to bounce back after that loss to Navy. Look for some points to be scored here. Tulsa can score some points, and so can Houston. Houston's going to win this, but the score will be up there. Everybody, I've been watching TV, and they're talking about Wake Forest going to upset Florida State. Let me tell you something. It ain't going to happen. I don't care how many games Wake Forest has won this year. I don't care how good their defense is playing on paper. Florida State is going to win this game probably by double digits. Yeah, that's right. Nebraska, Indiana. Ohio State kind of slow-rolled Indiana. Really didn't pull away until the second half. I'm going to take Nebraska to win. Close. Okay, close. And then last but not least, the game really doesn't have any, championship aspirations or anything. Stanford, Notre Dame, it's a big rivalry. It has been since the teams have been around since, Jesus was walking. Okay, whatever. I'm going to take Stanford to win. I don't think Notre Dame, they really didn't live up to their hype this year. Week 7 picks. I'm 42-21 on the year. I kind of had a couple rough spots there. Did good last week. So that's Week 7 picks. That's PTF for Week 7. Everybody have a very safe weekend. And I'll see you back here on Week 8.